This is the Moto X Pure Edition, and as you saw in a video earlier this week, I really enjoy using this phone. However, it does have some things that could be better or some features that are missing, so here are my 5 reasons why you should not buy the Moto X Pure Edition. Reason number 1 is no notification light. The notification LED light is a staple of Android, yet it is not present in this phone. I think that Motorola wanted to encourage the use of their notifications at a glance by not putting an LED in the new Moto X, but it's a feature that I really wish they did integrate nonetheless. When I was resetting the phone, I noticed a light behind the top speaker, and I'm not sure what it was or why it turned on, but I wish that Motorola had an option in the settings to use that as a notification light. Reason number 2 is the poor quality of the included phone case. And I normally don't use a case with my phones, but when the manufacturer includes one with the phone itself, then I'm gonna check it out. The Moto X Pure Edition came with a clear bumper case. Aesthetically, the case was very appealing when I took it out of the packaging, but after it was on the phone for a few days, dust started accumulating between the inside of the case and the phone, and it looked very unattractive. This was because even from the day I got it, the fit on the case on the phone was just very bad, constantly shifting around in my hand and making squeaking noises just when I was using it. As you saw, the case was built very poorly and broke after just a couple of days of use, and it just worries me a little bit that the case that Motorola decided to include with their phone for free is poor quality, and it just makes me question if that is any indication of the quality of the phone itself. Reason number 3 is the lack of a fingerprint sensor. I know this may seem a little bit nitpicky, but I think that this is a feature that every phone should have. They make accessing the device so much more convenient and secure if they are done properly, along with being a time saver when you're in a rush. It would be quite the engineering challenge to fit a fingerprint scanner on the bottom front of this phone where one of the 2 speakers are, but it would be well worth the effort. Apple's renowned Touch ID sensor on the iPhone 6s may have spoiled me a bit, but I would have much rather seen a fingerprint scanner on the Moto X than none at all. Reason number 4 is Wi-Fi connection issues, and this is by far the biggest gripe I have with this phone. I don't know what exactly is causing the issue in this device, whether it is the software or the hardware, but it's so frustrating. For reasons beyond me, this phone constantly drops connectivity and fails to auto-connect to Wi-Fi networks when I come home, for example. I know that it's not an issue with my network because I tested it with an iPad, iPhone, Note 5, and the Moto X, and they all achieved the connection besides the Moto X. I could still get connected, it just involved turning on and off the Wi-Fi or restarting the phone. This made me so mad when I was using the phone. Things like Wi-Fi should work seamlessly without even thinking about it, yet Motorola failed to make one of the most critical functions of their flagship phone work. Safe to say, I'm really disappointed. Reason number 5 is no option for off-screen buttons. This is a feature that could have been so easily implemented, and it confuses me as to why it was not. Motorola could have made the 2 proximity sensors in the bottom corners the multitasking and back button with a simple software tweak. Swiping up from the bottom of the phone could have been configured as a home button. This would have at least allowed customers to choose to have off-screen buttons, have more real estate, and overall a more enjoyable experience for most customers. Arguably, Motorola's biggest selling point when it comes to their phones is customization, as you can see in Moto Maker, and it just confuses me as to why they did not include at least the option to use off-screen buttons. I strongly encourage them to do so in the next generation, as it would make the phone a lot more well-rounded. So those are my 5 reasons why you should not buy the Moto X Pure Edition. If you're still here on this video because you're mad about the points I made, remember that these are all opinions that I gathered from using the phone, and this is my video, so deal with it. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more content, and as always, stay classy.